Hello my lovely students, how are you today? We are Assermed Schools. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about simple past, verbs to be. Before we start, let's remember together what are tenses in English. Tenses in English, we have past, present, and future. What do we mean by past? We use the past tense when we have to describe the actions that started and finished in the past, that happened in the past, before now, before the present time, like yesterday, last night, last week. Okay. Number 2, we have a present. We use a present tense to describe actions or states that's happening now or that happens every day. Now future, we use a future here, the form of a verb that you use when talking about something that will happen tomorrow, will happen next week. Okay? Now in this unit we have to learn simple past of to be, simple past to have, and regular verbs. Okay, so number 1, to be. Verbs to be in the past are was and were, and the past of have is had, and regular verbs with ed, verb with ed. Now let's start. Simple past of to be. Verbs to be are was and were. We use was and were when we talk about something happened in the past. In the past means before now, before the present time. Okay? Now when we use was and were, we use was when we talk about one person or one thing, like these pronouns I, he, she, it, or singular noun, plus was plus complement. Now look at these examples. Stella was sick yesterday. Stella was sick yesterday. Repeat after me. Stella was sick yesterday. Here Stella is a singular noun, so we have to write was. Here we have a keyword yesterday in the past, so we will choose was. Okay? Now that book was interesting. That book is a singular noun. Here we have to write was. Yes, thank you. I was at home yesterday. Repeat after me. I was at home yesterday. I, singular pronoun, was. Okay? Was for singular pronoun. Now, the form of a sentence in the negative, we have I, he, she, it, or singular noun, plus was plus not. So we say I wasn't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't. Okay? Now that book was interesting. In the negative, okay, that book wasn't interesting. That book wasn't interesting. Repeat after me. That book wasn't interesting. Stella was sick yesterday. In the negative, Stella wasn't sick yesterday. Stella wasn't sick yesterday. Now go to the were. We use were when we talk about two or more people or things. Here in the positive, we have we, you, they. plural pronoun or plural nouns plus were plus complement. Look at these examples. You were too late. You were too late. You were. We were in a holiday for 2 weeks. We were. We, plural. Yes, we have to put were. We were in a holiday for 2 weeks. Repeat. We were in a holiday for 2 weeks. In the negative, we have they, we, you, plus were, plus not, plus complement. They weren't. We weren't. You weren't. Yes, good. For example, you were too late. In the negative, you weren't too late. Repeat after me. You weren't too late. We were in a holiday for 2 weeks. We weren't in a holiday for 2 weeks. We weren't in a holiday for 2 weeks. Repeat. We weren't in a holiday for 2 weeks. Yes, thank you. Now, let's do this exercise. Was or were. In the positive, we have to write was or were. I was, he was, she was, it was. In the plural, they were, we were. Okay? You were. So number 1, she sat yesterday. Yes, we have to write was. She was sat yesterday. Number 2, mom and dad. Mom and dad. Yes, they, plural. So mom and dad were in a restaurant. Number 3, I was very hungry. I was. Number 4, you were late for school. You were. In the negative, choose wasn't or weren't. We say I wasn't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't. They weren't, we weren't, you weren't. Number 1, it wasn't hot yesterday. Number 2, he wasn't very tall. Number 3, you weren't bored. Number 4, children weren't excited. Okay? Now, thank you for listening. Okay? See you. Goodbye.